I don't feel like I've tried as many makeup products this month, which, you know what, is actually a really good thing because I can get really overwhelmed with the amount of new makeup that comes out on the market. I'm sure we've all seen Trend Mood and Makeup on Your Radar upload 20 million new posts in the past 10 minutes, and it just gets so overwhelming. But I've got a few curated collections that I have tried this month, and I want to give you my thoughts about them. This is almost like a speed review at the end of the month, all the things that I have tried and that I have got to know, and I'm going to give you the real deal tea today. I'm going to be ranking them from worst to best, so definitely stay tuned because the best product is saved to last. But just before we do jump into the video today, guys, if you have not already, definitely like, comment, hype, and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. I'm trying so hard to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I really hope that we can do it, but we do need your help. I upload every single day here. I also post short form content as well. I like to do short form, like speed reviews on select products. So if that's more your jam, I do provide that as well. I do have a channel memberships if you would like to further support the channel. But with that being said, let's jump into the video. The absolute worst product that I have tried this month. I will put the numbers up here, but I do lose track of numbers instantly whenever I start doing it verbally, so it will be all posted for you on screen. So the worst product that I have tried this month is not really a surprise. This is from Essence. This is the What the Fluff eyeshadow palette. Now, I kind of knew I wouldn't be vibing with this palette too much, but I did want to do a review of it anyway, just because it's an Essence collection. I do love to review Essence here, and I know for a fact that some of their collections do really well, but some just flop. This is a flop. This is a flop. It's not very pigmented at all. If you have a deeper skin tone than me, which is not hard, it's probably about 99% of the world, I struggle to use this. I struggle to get pigment from this. I did do a really nice look with this, but other than that, like, I really don't know what you would do. A few people were saying on the review of this palette that, you know what, I actually really like it, and I think this is a great companion palette for spring and for like more bright poppy looks. Like, that's absolutely amazing. For me and the quality that I expect, it's not really there. It's just so strange with Essence because I always say it's almost like they sometimes give the interns the shot at the Essence collection of the month, and you can tell because some of the collections that they release are all hits. I will talk about a Krice collection later on, which Essence and Krice are sister brands, so they've got a similar vibe, but sometimes they are so good and sometimes they're just missing the mark. With this, they're not like punchy mattes. They're very soft, subtle. Someone described them as finger makeup. So if you like to do your makeup by literally just rubbing your finger on and then just like rubbing it on the eyes, maybe this is absolutely perfect for you and exactly what you want. But for me and my makeup style, it's just not really great. There is this one shade which, like, we all know the drugstore curse by now. The drugstore curse is when a drugstore makeup brand realize that they don't have the budget to do super intense shimmers for every shade in the palette, so they put all the budget into one shimmer, and it's the shimmer that they think will be used the most. With this palette, it is this shade. This shade is stunning. Like, this shade, I might actually just depot this shade because it is absolutely gorgeous. But then these other two shades, what is happening? But like, look at that. It is sparkly, it is piecey, it is blinding. What you definitely could do is take any one of these mattes, just put it all over the lid, and then just put this as a sparkly topper. And I think that would work fine if you're into these very subtle pastel, almost like watercolor makeup looks, then I think this would be nice for you. But for me personally, it's just not really my thing. There was really bulky packaging on this as well. It is quite easy to take off, so that's good, but like, not really my jam. Next, I have a product that I've been really confused about, and I am actually going to do a shorts with this with like a long 12-hour wear test. This is also from the Essence What the Fluff collection, and this is a matte balm. Now, I had no idea what this was going to be used for. This I put under my eyes as a kind of setting balm, and it didn't really work like that because my concealer did end up creasing under my eyes. I have since used it a few times for different reasons, but like still, for me and my skin, it's just not working. I have very dry skin, and I do just want to preface this before I jump into this product properly. I have very, very dry skin. I don't have any natural oils coming throughout the day. If you have oily skin, I think you might really like this. But for me, this is my channel, my video, my preferences. I don't really gel with it. But oily skin girlies, keep your eye on this. This is a balm. So it's like a waxy kind of balmy texture, and it mattifies your face. Now, as I said before, I did use it almost like a setting product. It doesn't set. It will not set your makeup in place. However, if you get oily throughout the day, if you just take your finger and just kind of dot it on your face, it will mattify that oiliness throughout the day. A lot of people say that they do use it as almost like a touch-up product, which I can definitely see. I personally don't need that because I'm like Prince Andrew, apparently. I don't sweat. The oils on my face just do not come out at all. I'm very dry, so I don't need anything like this in my collection. I did use it for a very like no makeup day. I put like concealer and mascara on, and then I did use this just kind of on my T-zone because I had nothing on my skin, and it definitely did mattify. It helped out, but for my personal preferences and in my personal routine, I don't think I'm going to be reaching for this that much. And it's a shame because I understand why. I bought it because I was very curious about it. But I kind of knew that this might not be for me. I did really hold out some hope that it would be a setting kind of product. Because I have such dry skin, putting powder under the eyes sometimes can be a little bit harsh. So like a setting balm with a little bit more hydration could have definitely been something amazing for me, but it's not that. It's just a mattifying touch-up product. So I can definitely see the reason why people love this, but unfortunately I just have no use for this. Next, guess what collection we're going to talk about? It's another Essence What the Fluff collection, unfortunately. Like, this is, again, just personal preference for me. This is the lip color, and this is the What the Fluff lip tint in the shade Candy Stain. I'm not a pink lip girl. I'm not a Barbie bright pink kind of lover. I'm a very kind of grungy makeup lover. I love things that are a little bit smoky. This is not that. However, if you look at the website, it's not claiming to be, you know? I've got to take this with a pinch of salt. Definitely you do as well, because like, I knew what I was signing up for. I bought this to review. I bought this to see. And that is what I do here on the channel. Even if something doesn't align with my personal preferences exactly, I still like to test it. I still like to see. I still like to see the formula. There's nothing wrong with this formula. It's just very pink. At first, I was very excited because I thought, oh my god, Essence have come out with a lip product that isn't bright pink. And then I put it on the lips and like, it kind of is. It's not like the bright pink that they usually do. Usually they do like a pH hot neon pink. This isn't quite as offensive for me in that aspect. It's definitely pink, but it's not like the almost like cool toned bright Barbie pink. It can be subtle down a little bit, which I do appreciate. I really like the fact that they are starting to steer away a little bit, hopefully, from the pH adjusting formulas, because like we need to leave that in 2016, you know? This is comfortable, it's fine, the formula is nice, there's nothing really to complain about. It's just I won't be reaching for this. Like I will probably reach for it one more time to do some B-rolls of it, but other than that, like, it's not really my personal jam. It's not like drying, it's nothing like that. It's nice if you like this color, but for me, I don't. I really want to see more shade ranges from Essence with their lip products in particular. I know it might be quite hard because they are such an affordable brand. They want to keep the prices down, and by doing that, they need to do like less products. However, I'd prefer like less releases because they release a hell of a lot. Maybe less releases with more range. That's what I'd really love to see. And that is the whole Essence What the Fluff collection. Bottom 3 products, which is a shame, but you know what? I kind of like I kind of thought that might be the case. Next is a product that I really thought at first this is going to be a new favorite. And I think some of you may already know what this product is. I tried this in my first impressions. I was so excited about it. And then my life came falling apart. This is from Krice, so the sister brand of Essence. It is from their new Spring in the City collection. And this is the Eye and Cheek Glow. Now, I really loved this at first. This is a very beautiful kind of pink champagne highlighter with a very, very nice, very coral poppy intense blush. And I mean the packaging of this, it's like that knitted like crochet. It's not, I don't know the actual word for it. I'm not cool enough to know that. But you know what? You can see it's such a beautiful packaging. And that is what I love about so many Essence and Krice products. The packaging is so beautiful. Inside is absolutely gorgeous. Now, this is kind of like a cream to powder formula. It's a very dry cream, both of these products. The blush is stunning. I'm just going to say that. The blush is so beautiful. I love this blush. If this blush was just on its own, it would not be this far down in the ranking. This highlight, I need words. I need words with Krice head office. I tried this in my first impressions. I was so excited. I put it on my cheeks. I was like, oh my goodness, this is a new favorite product. It was blinding. It was impactful. It was everything a girl could want from a highlighter. Then I broke through the overspray, and she's not all that. Krice, enough with the oversprays. This is what it looks like without the overspray. Like, it's fine, but it is not the absolute crazy intense dream that I want it to be. And like blended out, it's gonna look even less impactful. What the hell is that? I'm so annoyed. I'm so frustrated with this highlight. I'm sure the clean girls will love it. It's just a very subtle pink champagne highlight. This is not what I was promised though. I hate oversprays so much. Why put an overspray? Why put a most beautiful, stunning, impactful, gorgeous overspray over a product that is just not good? I don't want to say it's not good because I'm sure some people would love this very, very subtle highlight. I am not one of those people. I want an intense highlight, like the overspray promised me when I first tried it. But I've tried it a few times since, hoping and praying. It is not what it seems. The blush is gorge. Like, the blush is a beautiful kind of, again, very cream to powder. It feels almost like a powder, but with like a little bit of a slip to it. It's almost identical to a powder, but it's not. It's such a gorgeous formula. The highlight, I'm so annoyed about, and it actually makes me so mad. I can see myself keeping this just for the blush. Maybe I'll like depot the highlight at some point because it is not what I like. Or maybe I'll try and like Franken what it promised me sometime, maybe. But I'm so annoyed. The overspray is like a kick in the teeth, in my opinion, and I cannot believe that they have done this to me. I honestly think that without the overspray, this probably would have ranked a bit higher because like I wouldn't be as annoyed by it. But oh my goodness me, if you want a one-use highlighter, buy this, definitely. If you're going to use it once and never again, this is your girl. But if you want to use it more than once, don't bother. Don't bother. Next, I have a product. I didn't know if I wanted to include it in this video because this caused quite a bit of a stir on my channel. And you know what? I understand why. I'm gonna include it in this video because it is a product that I have tried this month. It's a product that was sent to me in PR by Maybelline. This is one of their new primers. This is the Grippy Serum Primer. This is tested on animals, and I do want to be 100% cruelty-free. However, Maybelline reached out, and I think I got a little bit excited and like blinded by the fact that Maybelline want to work with me. And so I did accept the PR, but I have since said that like I'm not going to be doing that again. Maybelline have reached out to me again over a mascara, a new mascara, and I've not replied to that email. I have very mixed feelings about this because as a YouTuber who wants to grow their platform, working with brands such as Maybelline would be such a dream, and like it would just be so incredible. But like, it's tested on animals and it's just so frustrating. I've put it in this spot because it's a really nice primer. I gotta tell you the truth, it's a really nice primer. However, it's tested on animals, so it's not going to be at the top of this list simply for that reason. This could be everything I want in a product. This could be absolute like dream product, but it's tested on animals, so it's never going to be in the top 3. Like, I'm just not going to be doing that. I wanted to include it in this video because A, like I said, it's a product that I have tried this month, and B, maybe you do support Maybelline, maybe you do buy from Maybelline, and maybe it's not as much of a priority for you, which is absolutely fine. Different boats for different folks. But for me, I just, like, I don't want to, I don't know. It's such a hard thing. And all of you guys were so supportive of my little apology. And I'm really, really appreciative of that. Like, I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna go back on my word with some things, like, especially when Maybelline reach out and is like, hey, we love your content. But, it's a lovely primer. It's a serum grippy primer. It hydrates, 2% niacinamide, 24-hour, all that jazz. But morally, like, I just don't want to promote it, and I did mess up, and I did like get blinded by, oh, it's Maybelline, and I haven't obviously replied to the second PR request. So yeah, I'm just like, it's such a bummer. It is such a bummer. Maybe I'll reply to the email and inquire about the cruelty-free status and kind of say, like, I would love if you tried to be cruelty-free. I might do that and just see where that gets me, because at least I then have a voice. At least I have direct contact with Maybelline to be able to say, look, this is what the consumers want. So I think I'm going to try and do that, try and make up for my sins. But yeah, it's a nice product. I've really liked it, and I do use it off camera, but this is probably the last time you'll see it on camera, because I did want to give it a bit of a shout out, because I have used it, I have tried it, but that's kind of as far as I'm going to go, I think. Okay, let's move on from that little kerfuffle, shall we? So next I actually have an eyeshadow palette, which I'm really excited about. I at first thought I was going to rank this a little bit higher, but with like a few uses and with like a little bit of a dibble dabble, I think this is where it belongs. This is from Odin's Eye. It's the Heather Austin Spring Butterflies eyeshadow palette. Now, this would be higher if there wasn't as many shimmers in there. I'm starting to realize that I'm a matte girl. Like, I love a shimmer, don't get me wrong. I love a beautiful shimmer. But when I have an eyeshadow palette, I really want more mattes than shimmers, because I want to be able to build a look and then add a shimmer as almost like a last touch, as a kind of companion. This only has 5 mattes in there. The color story is gorgeous and beautiful, and I really do love it. I've done multiple looks that I really like with this palette, but the amount of shimmers is kind of overwhelming. Like, I need mattes to be able to like build the construction of the look. And then, as I said, the shimmer is almost like the pop at the end. The shimmer is like the little ooh, but it's not the whole look. The shimmer is like the razzle dazzle of the look. I just need a little bit more from this. This is great because like you can just hand choose like 1 or 2 shades that interest you. If you have like a single eyeshadow collection and you think like, oh, this teal up here or this like gold to green, like that's really, really beautiful, I'm gonna just buy those 2 shades. And I do have a code with Odin's Eye. It is Caitlin, so you can save some money on this if this is your jam. The quality is fantastic. I've got nothing against the quality whatsoever. It is just, I need a little bit more mattes. I'm starting to realize in my old age that I do love a matte heavy palette. I just feel a little bit restricted because like I don't really know what to do sometimes with this palette. I don't quite know how to build the look because like there's one purple. And I'm like, I need like a companion to the purple. What do I don't know. I just get a bit like, I know Heather put in so much work with this and like, I do want to give it the love that it deserves. Like, this is not a bad product. Going forward, these are great products. And the hardest part about these rankings is when it gets to like this point in the video, because they're great products. I've got nothing bad to say about them apart from personal preference things. And this might be perfect for you. That's what I love about makeup. Things are so unique and so personal to you as a consumer and your collection. So, you know, this is my opinion. This is what I think. You can disagree. That's absolutely fine. But I think that concept of being able to just pick and choose 1 or 2 shades makes sense with this palette, because like there are so many beautiful shimmers in here, and you can just like really delve into 1 or 2 that you find really perfect for you and your makeup aesthetic. And if you would like to support Heather, then that is an amazing way of doing that. If you don't want to buy the full thing, I know the full thing is a little bit spenny, like it's a little bit expensive, but Odin's Eye are doing a mystery bag event very, very soon, and I think my code will work on that. So you can get like a bunch of Odin's Eye products, like new Odin's Eye products, for like 60% off, plus my code, that might be 70% off. So definitely check that out. I'm not sure if my code will work on it, but give it a go if you are interested in picking up some things. So next I have something that like I wasn't expecting to really like as much. I've been going through a bit of an eye primer kerfuffle recently. I used to use the P. Louise eye primers, hated them. Hated them. They gaslit me into thinking that I had oily eyelids, and I definitely do not. So then I started using the Urban Decay, and then that's really expensive. It's really good, but it is expensive. Then I started using the Milani eye primer very recently. Very, very similar to the Urban Decay. I mean, the Milani eye primer probably should be in this video, but I mean, like, I've really been enjoying it. It's a great eye primer. And then Lethal Cosmetics sent over their new eye primer collection. I'm counting all of these as one spot. There is a black eye primer for obviously all you smoky girlies. There is a white eye primer for those of you that want to do more pastel, light, airy looks. And then there is a clear eye primer for just kind of everyday, normal use. And I really enjoy these. I'm so scared about trying new eye primers because of the absolute hell that the P. Louise thing did to me. I'm really, really scared of checking my makeup halfway through the day and having this pool of like oil and grease on my eyes. These don't do that. These are comfortable. These make your eyeshadow last all day. And these are like up there with Urban Decay and Milani, in my opinion. These are definitely more of a like liquid formula, whereas the Urban Decay and the Milani are more of like a cream, like a whipped cream kind of formula. This is definitely more liquidy than that, but it does dry really, really thin. It dries really, really quickly. It does leave a slight tack to it, but if you set it down, it goes away instantly. And the fact that there are 3 colors in this is absolutely incredible. I always get mixed up between these 2 shades. One of them is white, one of them is clear. The clear one begins with a C. So that one. But I mean, the quality of these is insane. They've got a metal applicator to them, which is just like so bougie. Like, look at that. Okay, these are, I think, £11, and I do have a code with Lethal for this collection. It is Caitlin.C_official_BS, standing for Black Spring. So these are in the Black Spring collection. And so I really like these. If you're looking for a really affordable eye primer, I think these are releasing on the 2nd of April. So definitely put a tab in that. Definitely use my code for even more money off. I think these are fabulous, and they feel luxurious. Like, they really do feel really nice. And to say that like this is £10 and these are £11, there's only £1 difference. And again, with my code, they're going to be cheaper than the Milani, and they feel so luxurious and so beautiful and so nice. I'm really, really impressed with this launch. I got the email to say that they were going to send these over, and I was like, oh, an eye primer, okay. Like, it was definitely something that I wasn't like super excited about, but now that I've tried it, I really am really excited about them, and like I just got to share them with you guys, especially because of my absolute eyeshadow primer fail recently. Like, I've really, really been enjoying them, and I think you guys will as well. Speaking of the Lethal Cosmetics Black Spring collection, in the next place is the Black Spring eyeshadow palette. This again is releasing on the 2nd, and you can use that code that I mentioned earlier. This is a bit of a different take on spring. A lot of brands love to bring out bright pastel eyeshadow palettes for spring, but this is a little bit different. This is a bit of like a grungy take on spring, which I really appreciate because let's do something different. I love it. I think it's such a fun palette. And like, if you cover these up, this is kind of like a spring typical color story. But then you have this. It's like a grungy, beautiful, just like, kind of palette. Like, I love some depth. You guys may know I love to deepen up and smoke out my eyeshadow looks. I love to have something a little bit more edgy, a little bit more cool toned, a little bit more like, different, like not pink, not airy, not sparkly. You can definitely get that with this side of the palette, but you can do so much more and you can just have a bit of a like, I don't know, like a little bit of a kind of look. I feel so like drained with just the constant spring pastel kind of color stories, like the Essence that came out. Like, this is a typical spring palette. Like, you can just see the difference there. If I can hold it correctly, you can see the difference there. It's just night and day. And I really, really love something a little bit more grunge. The shimmers in here are incredible. I have done full reviews on all of these products actually that I'd spoken about in this video. So if you would like more in-depth thoughts, definitely go have a little bit of a search on my channel because you will see all the swatches, the looks that I did, like everything like that with this palette, and I really, really enjoy it. I did 2 looks with this palette. I did a more like grungy, winter, like edgy look, and then I did a bit more of a spring, fun, like pinky look because I did want to really focus on both sides of this palette. I mean, the outer packaging describes this palette perfectly. We do have a little bit of like a spring airy fairy vibe, and then we've just got some dark grunginess in here as well, and I think it is so beautiful. These shades are fantastic. The one little gripe that I do have is that some of the shades have a lot of kick up in there, so if that's important to you, then definitely do keep that in mind. To me, it's not really a big deal because like I've got 15 bazillion eyeshadow palettes, so I'm never going to go through them anyway, but I do just want to let you guys know about that. Okay, next I have some lip oils, and this is also a like kind of 2-in-1 space product. So these are from the Krice Spring in the City collection. These are the Glossy Nectar lip oils, and the shade number 1 is called Hello Lover. This is a very beautiful, slightly deeper berry shade, and then the shade number 2 is called Gossip Girl, and this is a more orangey, sparkly, glittery shade. Really, really solid products. These are so inexpensive, but they are so good. This one smells like oranges, which I could sniff all day. The smell of this product is gorgeous. And this is really nice because it's not as scary as it looks. In the container, this looks really, really deep and like a very like grungy, smoky, like, I don't know, berry shade. But on the lips, it shears out so nicely and it just gives this like slight hint of color, very similar to the orange one. The orange one doesn't give you like a bright neon orange lip. It just gives you this slight little hint of orange. Now the orange one does have some glitter in there and the kind of purpley berry one doesn't. This is definitely more of a smooth, typical lip oil, but I feel like these are the perfect mix between a lip gloss and a lip oil. I feel like if a lip gloss and a lip oil had a baby, it would be these. I find that sometimes lip glosses are a bit too gloopy, whereas lip oils can be a little bit too watery and a little bit like not there. These are just the perfect in between of those two worlds. You can feel them on the lips and they do give like a little bit of like a not a gloop because that makes it sound really bad, but like a little bit of substance without feeling too much or too little. They hydrate so well, and I already know I'm going to be reaching for these all the time over the spring and summer. I know lip oils are very, very trendy right now, and I was sure that I would be loving this whole collection. I mean, I could not foresee this. But you know what? I'm going to let it go. There are definitely some collections from Essence and Krice that come out and I kind of know if I'm going to like it or not. This, I was sure that I would like all of these products and I really, really do. I think these are so beautiful, very trendy. They smell good. Give me a fruit smell any day. I will love you forever. This is absolutely gorgeous. Love, 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 love. But it did just miss out on the top spot. Now, the top spot surprised me because I'm a very like eyeshadow focused person. I love eyeshadow palettes. They are like the key to my heart. So having a not eyeshadow product in #1 spot is like a little bit different for me. But I cannot lie, these Spring in the City lip liners have absolutely wowed me recently. And this is another kind of 2-in-1 spot. So the shade 01 is a little bit more of a brownie nude, and this is the shade Lip Loft. And then the shade 02 is a little bit more mauvey cool toned, and this is the shade City Lines. Both of these are incredible. These are just kind of twist up lip liners, and they are great. They've got a little bit of a tack to them, which just means they stay put a lot longer than a usual lip liner. And they have this kind of silicone cleaner upper thing at the very, very end. And what I like to do is if I do go a little bit over my lines, like we've all been there, it's a little bit of a problem, I like to just use this edge to just kind of clean up the lip line a little bit and just kind of sharpen up the edges of the lips. And I've really, really been enjoying it for that. Both of these shades are absolutely fabulous. They are creamy without being like smushy. Like, have you ever tried a lip liner that you put on and it just like smushes everywhere? It's so annoying. But it is not hard where you're like rubbing your lips to try and get any product out. They are very, very smooth, creamy, not too creamy, long-lasting lip liners. And honestly, like, we need more things like this from Essence and Catrice. I'm so glad that they are moving away from the hot pink lips. When I saw that Catrice were bringing out a just brownie nude lip color, I was celebrating. I was so excited because finally, we're getting rid of the pH. Like, watch now, their next collection will have a pH adjusting whatever in it, and I'm gonna be so annoyed. But for now, I'm really, really excited. I'm like basking in this glory of brownie nude lips from Catrice. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? But I think these are absolutely fabulous, and they do definitely go really well with the lip oil shades, which is fantastic. Something that I will say, shade 1 in the lip liner goes with shade 2 of the lip oil, and then vice versa. So the shades don't actually match up, but you know what? That is being nitpicky. Whatever. I'm really happy about this collection. I really, really love most of the products. That highlight can go die in a hole. I'm not happy about it at all, Catrice! But I said I'd leave it, so I will. So what do you think of this ranking today, guys? I have tried really good products and really bad products this month. I don't think anything was like offensive. Actually, no, the highlight was. I'm sorry, the highlight was really offensive. A lot of these videos definitely go off kind of my vibe and my personal style. So if you love these kind of pastel eyeshadows, then absolutely go for it. Even though I ranked it at the bottom of my ranking doesn't mean that you can't like it or anything like that. Makeup is so subjective and so personal, so let me know if you do disagree with anything from this list. But this is it. This is where I'm gonna love you and leave you today, guys. Have an incredible day, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.